but the kids settled down and really, started playing well, and made enough plays that they really did an outstanding job, obviously, in the second half. And, I don't know what they ended up getting, but they made a lot of plays when you needed to make plays, and it was good to see them close down in the last series. Make some plays there. That so obviously it's a big win for the kids, and it's always good to beat Pitt.
10 sacks. Have you ever been part of a game where you had 10 sacks in a ball game?
No, we had 10.
That's what they.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We had 8 up there. I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I know that, but I don't know.
Julian had 4.
Did he?
Talk a little bit about Julian's game and how he did out there.
Well, he obviously Julian and Bruce and Will Clark, all those guys really did an outstanding job, and I thought going in that Julian had some opportunities to make some plays on those kids, and he did, and a lot of it out of effort, and our kids in the back end did a good job of covering down on people.
Good.
That helped. So there's a lot of guys helping making plays right there. I know on one week, Cookie peeled the back that Tino didn't have any place to throw the ball, and I don't know whether that was one of Julian's sacks or whatever, but Darwin Cook makes a great play that's not in the stats, but he really is the guy who probably got the sack even though he didn't. So there's a lot of things that go on to help guys make plays, and Julian obviously played a great game, but our team really did a nice job.
It was the entire defensive line, wasn't it? I mean, everybody was involved.
Yeah, it was, and those kids. We've been on them pretty hard, and it's good for them to respond, and it's good for them to. It's really a good win for those kids. Really a good win for our guys.
So your defense put in quick change mode a lot. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, that's part of the game, and you have to answer those things, and the kids did, and especially I think they get the 2 field goals there in the second half off I think was it off turnovers or I can't remember, but and the kids really did a great job to hold them to 3 points, and really it's the difference in the game holding them to 3 points and not giving up touchdowns in those situations.
Have your guys grown up in the past few weeks?
You know what? I don't know. We played okay today. I don't. We'll go get ready to play South Florida, and see how we play there. The track record is we need to play consistent, and so I don't know if I had those answers it'd be easier. So I mean I don't know that.
If I could rephrase then, what are you doing now as a defense that you weren't doing 3-4 weeks ago, perhaps?
Not a whole lot different.
Really?
No.
Not in terms of calls, but the guys on the field.
I mean, kids are, kids made plays tonight. I mean, that's pretty simple to say. Anybody watched the game, kid made plays, man, and that's the bottom line. We haven't always done that, and they made plays when they needed to make them, and they closed the game out with whatever two minutes left, and they had the ball on the 30-yard line, needed to go with it, and we lost the Louisville game. The same situation where we didn't get a kid on the ground. They went that, so kids made the plays tonight, and it was good to see.
A couple of guys made